almost fought with one. Interesting story.
What happened? What happened? Tell us, tell us.
There are lots of monkeys on campus to begin with. So they get into your room, they eat your stuff. Your room is in chaos.
Wait, you actually almost fought with one?
Yes.
I mean, it's different, the height difference, right? Why would you fight with the monkey? I mean,
those things are aggressive, provocative. You just have not met a monkey before.
Hello everyone and welcome to our second edition of the On Seat with Open Dream Scholars. In our last video, we were with Kimbi Favor all the way from AUB Lebanon, and we got to discover many interesting facts about Lebanon, like the minutiae and her tight schedule in essence. So today we are heading over to the south of Africa, all the way to the University of Botswana, where we are going to be meeting one of our pioneer scholars. And here she is. Greetings, Odette.
Hello, Emmanuel.
And welcome to the On Seat with Open Dream Scholars.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, and you?
I'm okay. Yeah. So, who is Odette in OD? Yeah.
Well, first of all, Odette is a proud Open Dream scholar.
Of course.
I joined Open Dreams in the year 2016.
Yeah.
That's when Open Dreams was still starting. And
Yeah.
we are up to celebrating 10 years of Open Dreams existence
In a few days.
in a few days.
Yeah.
I'm also a MasterCard scholar at ALA. I joined the MasterCard at ALA in 2019, and I'm studying civil engineering at University of Botswana.
That's nice. So, if I'm right, you are graduating soon.
Definitely,
That's nice.
soon.
So, you're very welcome to this interview of us, and we're looking forward to getting to know you as an Open Dream scholar and your life over there at Botswana and everything.
Okay.
So, first of all, what can you tell us about the University of Botswana in general?
I'd leave that for people to see and tell for themselves. My story is peculiar to me. Someone might think something else, so I don't want to influence people out there.
I get the point.
Exactly.
Okay, so now in our podcast. So in our interview, we're just going to play a little basic game. It's that easy, no complex instructions,
Okay.
So I'll first of all introduce you to our Urevo calabash. Understand?
Yes.
Magical calabash of Urevo from last time, guys. So I'll give you the honors. Open it.
Okay.
All right. So I'll help you with that. And here's how the game goes. So in this calabash, there happen to be some mystery items. Let's put it that way.
All right.
And what you get to do is you pick a mystery item, and I get to read what is in that mystery item. Understood?
Okay, game on. Let's
That's
go.
nice. So, yeah. Don't mind the colors,
Yes, sure.
Alright, so the very first mystery about Odette in Botswana is, who we are getting to know about you is, tell us about your application journey before securing a scholarship at the University of Botswana.
Well, I'm really not like okay, in putting my own quotes. I wouldn't say I'm like one of those scholars who really applied to a lot of schools while at Open Dreams. The strike and all really limited a lot of students because the year I started applying to college was the same year the strike started. So it was really difficult to like go through that journey knowing that you had no transcripts, you had no idea of what was going to happen. I mean, you were just left in the dark, basically. So I think the very first application I ever sent out was that for ALA, that's African Leadership Academy, which was it was a big no. So I remember I was really
a love letter.
I remember I was very devastated,
Yeah.
but with the encouragement I had from my mentor, of course, I had to ride on. And my next application was definitely, I think it was University of British Columbia, of which there was just a standstill because of the strike.
Yeah.
And my very third application was MCL at ALA, which is what I am in right now. So I didn't really have quite a journey like other people would say.
Alright, so let's look at the journey in this way, right? Like how the whole process of application, like did you get to sleep at the center like most scholars do?
Definitely no, because that's what I said initially. I didn't really have a journey.
Yeah.
So definitely there was no, I mean, we all know of the famous 11:59 p.m., right?
Yeah.
But to me, I really didn't have that pressure because I didn't apply to a lot of schools.
Okay.
So my journey throughout the application was not as tedious, or maybe not even tedious at all, because I didn't really still get to apply to a lot of schools. It was a very smooth process for me, I'd say.
That's nice. So
And exciting, of course.
yeah, that's right. So let's look at it was not tedious for you,
Exactly.
if you can put it that way. And let's look at now. It's Mastercard, right? They get to do interviews. Yes. So let's get about the interview process.
I remember I was very nervous, scared. I don't know why. Okay, first of all, I'm a very shy person. Oh, I used to be a very shy person, let's put it that way.
Okay.
And I used to really hate public speaking. Then I picture myself explaining things to someone I don't even know. So it was a very disturbing process for me. So we had to travel from Bamenda to Yaoundé because that was where the interview was supposed to take place. We lodged at a hotel, and it was a very nice lady we met the next morning.
Okay, it was
A face-to-face interview.
That's nice.
She was such a darling. She starts her interview by calming you down. She makes you know, okay, no, I'm just your friend. Let's talk.
Yeah.
So it was just let me get to know you. Who is Odette? What are your struggles? What are your challenges? Just basically what I already answered in my application. So it was very easy to me, I guess.
That's interesting.
Of
I'm picturing getting your interview in a face-to-face session because I thought until now it's always virtual. You get.
That was a face-to-face interview.
Okay, so that's your application journey, right? It's really one to hope for. You understand? No stress, no 11:59, no aces, and maybe sometimes no network for interview.
No network.
Yours was top notch. So basically, you didn't have that tedious scholarship journey. You were not into 11:59 and aces. Where do I start from? And all those things.
No.
That's the ideal scholarship. Can you call that the ideal scholarship process?
Yes, because I got to witness a lot of it. I wasn't like part of it, but I got to witness someone go through the whole scholarship process.
Well, let's just say that the ideal scholarship process doesn't have a bond letter. Can we put it that way?
No.
No. What's an ideal scholarship process to you?
To me?
Yeah.
11:59 p.m. Pressure,
Yeah.
Lots of application, lots of essays, lots of edits, and definitely lots of no's.
Yeah. It's ideal, right?
Exactly.
But it's ideal in the sense of you developing some character, like resilience and all those things, right?
We could say that.
Yeah, I mean, pressure develops resilience if you look at it that way.
That's if we look at it that way. But what if pressure, just what if it makes one to give up?
It usually does.
All the time, I've seen that happen.
That's painful. So, your scholarship application journey, honestly, for me, right, I would really want that kind of journey, you understand? That's just a few bond letters and one very smooth application process with a face-to-face interview.
Trust me, you don't want a face-to-face interview.
I think I would want.
You don't want to.
Actually, I'm one right now.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's head over to the second question, the second mystery of Odette's life at the University of Botswana. All right, so let's have it. And that mystery is: did you engage in any extracurriculars or sports?
No.
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 No extracurriculars.
No.
But it was all about physics, maths, chemistry.
I didn't do chemistry, but yes.
Okay, you are the maybe books.
That was not the case. I just did not think UB. Okay, that's University of Botswana, UB.
Yeah.
I just did not think UB had a lot of extra. I didn't engage in any because I didn't know of any at that time. Okay. Even till my last year, I still didn't know of any.
So they don't have like clubs?
Maybe they do, but they don't showcase that enough on the website.
Okay.
So it was hard to know which club was which. That's why I didn't join any in my time at UB.
Okay. Then what about say sports?
Hell no, I'm a sucker for sport. I don't like sports, sorry.
You don't like sports?
Yes.
So how did you keep fit?
Don't worry, the workload was enough to keep you fit.
Okay, just reading alone.
Just the workload.
You could
not
cut down some
the-
calories.
You could cut down and get pale and
Yeah.
get sick.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
Okay, so but what did you do aside class class work, what did you do to relax your mind?
A lot of partying.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, no, I went out with friends a lot.
Yeah.
We tried out new food, like different cultures, Indian,
Yeah.
seafood mostly though. I've never had seafood here, so my first time of having seafood was Kansai. Chinese. So it was mainly about the food and the ice cream for me.
I have a question for the Chinese. I hear the Chinese eat cockroaches, like live cockroaches and lizards. Did you try that?
No,
Why?
my adventure does not extend to that point.
Okay, I get it.
Exactly.
So, isn't this whole moving out almost like an extracurricular, or you wouldn't put it as an extracurricular?
Moving out of where?
Like out of class, you get to move out with friends, try food.
Oh, I traveled too. Forgot that part.
Okay, so traveling was more or less your extracurricular most of the time. How did you balance all this, the travel and everything with studies?
Okay, let's see. I feel like I'm someone who, okay, I have a very poor time management. I love working under pressure for some reason.
Okay.
So there was no balance, to be honest, there was no balance. I went out, had fun, and then came back, studied overnight, had little sleep. But that's no balance. I wouldn't call that balance. That's unhealthy.
So that was 5 years down the line. Did you like try overcoming all that?
No, it was same thing. 5
So
years.
you're just the pressure kind of person.
Exactly.
You're the deadline girl.
Yes.
Actually, do a movie called The Deadline Girl, starring Odette. You get.
We should.
Okay, so yeah. What you said, Botswana, the university, right, doesn't really say showcase their clubs. I can put it that way.
Exactly.
So you traveling, right? Did you get to travel within Botswana or say out of Botswana?
Yeah, like I mentioned, I got to travel to the north of Botswana.
Okay.
Which was a very, okay, I don't know the word to put, let's just use the word great experience. It was a great experience. I got to see a lot of things. Not like I've not seen those things before.
Yeah.
But I used to think Botswana had no rivers. Because basically, I mean, it's a landlocked country.
Yeah.
But they do have a river. And I feel like it was really, what was fascinating about it was that the river is actually shared by 4 countries.
Which river is that?
It's called the Chobe River.
I know my geography ended. Yeah, I don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's called the Chobe River. I think it's being shared between Zimbabwe, Namibia. Let me not call the last one because I'm not sure. So Zimbabwe, Namibia, Botswana.
Okay, so what activities basically, like you traveled a lot, what did you get to do apart from, of course, that's tasting,
Food.
trying out food, yeah?
Game drives.
Game drives.
Yeah.
What are game drives?
You basically go to, okay, Botswana has this, they believe in open wildlife. They don't believe their wildlife should be caged, so there are no zoos.
Open wildlife. Like lions are open to the public.
We could, okay, not in that perspective.
Okay,
but,
yeah.
Okay, the way the game drive works, they just have a huge land. But I don't know if there's a fence around the land, but you just see a gate in front. But I don't know how it is at the back because I've never gone around the whole place.
Alright.
So the animals are free to move around. But for the elephants, they live among the people. The monkeys live among the people, and there are lots of them on
monkeys
campus.
actually harmless. To an extent, yeah.
Almost fought with one. Interesting story.
What happened? Tell us.
There are lots of monkeys on campus to begin with. So they get into your room, they eat your stuff. Your room is in chaos.
Wait, you actually almost fought with one?
Yes.
I mean, it's different, the height difference, right? Why would you fight with the monkey? I mean,
those things are aggressive, provocative. You just have not met a monkey before. So yeah.
Yeah. So now that was the game drive experience, right?
Yes.
Don't the university are they aware you are there? Imagine being there and we see Odette now with one arm, say lion has the other.
Well, I mean, it's their rule, it's their law. Open wildlife.
So do they control? Do you go there with some permit from the school?
I mean, the game drives.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's my personal thing, right? So I sign out my life.
Okay, you actually sign your death warrant and move with it there, and then come out and unsign it.
before you get into a game drive,
Yeah.
there's like, you know how you read terms and conditions of a place?
Yeah.
So they're actually terms and conditions. And then
Okay.
at the end, your life is not in our hands. Disclaimer. Then you sign up your
Then you
life.
check the box. I agree.
I agree.
And then sign up.
And you give that. So whatever happens to you in the game drive, they are not responsible for that.
Do you guys get to move on trek, or there are vehicles actually?
No, they are
Like-
vehicles actually.
Then it's safe. I mean,
It's not.
it's not life at stake really.
What if you say a hungry lion, which we indeed saw one?
You throw him a biscuit or something.
Wow, interesting. When you see that, try it.
Okay. So I really feel like Botswana can be that amazing a place, right? It's not the game life issue. But I have one question about Botswana.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it's the Kalahari, right? The Kalahari Desert and everything. So there's a bushman, understand? I've always wanted to ask somebody this question. The Kalahari bushmen, right, guys? So are they real?
No, sorry. But
Kiko
no.
is not real.
No.
My whole life has been a lie, guys. So all that is acted.
Of course.
There are no bushmen in Kalahari.
No.
I really doubt.
We could go together.
So it's safe to say that all 4 episodes of The Gospel of the Crazy are all fake.
It could be real. Maybe it was real back then. But I mean, we've all gone to civilization.
So bushmen don't exist
They
anymore.
do. I don't want to destroy your childhood. They do.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay.
So now, still about the game drive and everything. You landing in Botswana, hopefully I get to see that. But there was this scene in The Gospel of the Crazy, right? My childhood is not in deck. So there is this scene in The Gospel of the Crazy where there is the plane, where Mr. Stain was in the plane. And you get to see those wildebeest and elephants running around carelessly. Did you ever see that?
No. But I've seen an elephant running around carelessly if it helps.
Did it destroy anything?
I mean, people get to live with them, so yes, it does destroy, it does kill people. But I mean, the law says open wildlife. You're not allowed to kill them. You're not allowed to tame them if you can actually tame an elephant.
I'm not allowed to kill them.
No, they are not allowed to kill them. Botswana has, I think, they prioritize their animals. So you don't kill them. Even the monkeys in school. Because I was like, I mean, if this is Cameroon, this should have been gone by now.
I feel like if I was in Botswana, right, and the monkey actually tampered with my stuff, it's soup.
You'll be arrested.
Of course, we know how we can do this, you understand? You go behind the house and you do something sharp.
I feel you, yes. I understand.
Okay, so that was all about that mystery. Botswana is an interesting place from what I've gotten about the
Definitely.
whole monkeys on campus.
Definitely.
I can imagine studying with the monkey beside me. I feel like I understand better.
Yeah, you will.
Next mystery. Okay, so Botswana UB. You say the abbreviation Botswana is UB.
Actually, yes.
It's like University of Boya, yeah. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, that abbreviation. So let's look at the next thing. Which every open dream scholar should experience this. Understand? So tell us about your first flight experience, beginning from the few minutes before boarding. Yeah. So tell us about that.
Before boarding.
Yeah. Oh, let's go a little bit way back. Let's go packing stuff. Yeah.
No, let's go to before
No,
boarding.
we eventually go there, right? So we go to
Okay.
unpacking stuff.
I look like I packed and unpacked, unpacked and unpacked. Because I felt my bag was overweight. I weighed my bag.
Too
And
much
I had
garri and everything.
clothes. I didn't even take food the first year I traveled.
What?
I thought they had gari. I was disappointed.
Go on.
So yeah, so it was a lot of packing and unpacking.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure you get everything you need, right?
Okay.
So I think when I arrived at the airport late, I got there late. So imagine the tension here and there, the confusion. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
first time at the airport,
Yeah.
and it was when there were no COVID rules, so lots of people were there. So it was just really confusing to find where to go. And of course, you know how the airports are here, the
Okay.
French language, just
Yeah,
finding your
that
way
kind of stuff.
around was really hectic.
Yeah.
But let's say I made it past that phase and onto the boarding time, right?
Yeah. That's the whole point.
I was really excited till I got in.
Wow.
I think the reason why my excitement died down was I felt like I expected more. I thought the plane looked different. I can't say it's different to me, but to me it just looked like, let's just say bus, like how the bus seats are, right? Just like 3 hours. and then 3 chairs, something like that.
But it's a bus with wings. That happens to float at times.
Yeah, if you enjoy flying, then yeah, you'd enjoy getting in. I don't enjoy flying, so
Okay. So what did you expect?
first of all,
Yeah.
for some stupid reason, I thought they actually had a proper road in the sky.
Okay, like that or something.
Actually, Tad.
No.
Come on, seriously. Okay, how do you think a plane moves?
Let's see. It floats. Understand? It floats till it somehow gets somewhere. Understand? What I first of all thought was, like when you reach Makinene and they come with the Marina and all of those things. I thought that maybe there were people like that in the sky with parachutes. That's what I was deceived. They
So
fly around.
isn't my own thinking better? Think about it. People that fly with parachutes in the sky.
It's expensive. I mean, people fly with parachutes in the sky, but where would that be in the sky?
Wow, people be in the sky selling. Have you thought of that?
Business.
I mean, we do business everywhere we go. I feel really true.
Okay. So, yeah, that was boarding. Is there any peculiar thing about the boarding? Like, even though you did not expect what you saw, it was just a bus, but was there anything peculiar?
About the body?
Yeah.
No, there was nothing.
It was almost like getting on a bus.
Yes. No, actually, no.
Okay.
Okay, the way the airport here is, okay, some airports you'd use like a shuttle, right? An airport shuttle to get to the plane. That's easier. But the way the airport here is, there are no shuttles, I presume, because I've never used one. So there's this sort of like a corridor attached to the plane, right?
Yeah, like from the airport
To the plane. Yeah,
okay,
so you just walk and
right?
it's suspended, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you get me.
Any stupid thoughts at that point?
No, but I thought I was going to fall. But it was a bit shaky.
That's a stupid thought.
So I was like, what if I fall here? And then I'm looking at the height from, because it's like a transparent screen.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the height and I'm like, you know what's going on? What if I fall here? So that, I think that was the most interesting part.
So you were moving and you were like, let's see where this goes.
If I die, I die.
Okay, now let's look at the next thing, turbulence. Understand that moment of turbulence. How was it?
I mean, anyone who grew in Bamenda wouldn't really be scared of turbulence because the roads give you enough stress. I wasn't really scared of that. That was fine. I didn't feel the impact that much.
Guys, I feel like Odette has that ID, that ID journey, you understand? No stress, everything was just
Not really. Not really.
in a very large nutshell, of course.
I lost my hearing for 4 days. So no.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for that. It was not stressful. It was stressful, guys. Yeah.
So I lost my hearing for 4 days.
Okay. So now, did you get any stops, Francis?
Yes, one at Brazil's.
Okay.
One at Brazil's.
Then over to Botswana.
Over to New York. That was my first flight experience.
All right. So you're heading to Botswana and you are in New York. So tell us, what are you doing in New York?
So basically, my scholarship program started with a month's orientation in New York.
Right.
So I was headed to New York for the orientation program.
Okay, so how was the whole
Experience?
orientation?
Yeah. I regret now that I've gotten to know how to socialize with people. Then I didn't socialize more, so I didn't do a lot of fun things.
So you were just almost Odette.
Actually, I made no friends.
Oh, that's painful.
No. Then it was okay, but now I do regret that.
Alright guys, so learn from Odette, right? Start making friends now, start being social now. And when you get to New York, start making friends now. So what do you regret about not making friends at New York?
Because, okay, while others were out swimming, while others had late night, I was in the room alone. And I was one of those scholars who didn't get a roommate. For some reason, she didn't get a visa to come to New York.
Okay.
So imagine everything. So to me, it was just class, back to the room, class and back to the room.
So life was just
stagnant.
Yeah,
Apart from the, apart from the other activities NASDAQ of course organized for us, the rest were just stagnant.
It's actually something you regret about. So now you're at New York, and did you leave from New York and come back home before going to Botswana, or just?
Sadly, I didn't come back home. I just left from there to Botswana.
Okay. So now let's look at landing. Of course, you have said you never saw elephants and antelopes running around carelessly. You understand? So now let's look at landing on Botswana. How was it? How was it feel?
Okay, I'll start with my first expression. I was like, where am I? Like, what? Okay, I feel like I expected more
Yeah.
than what I saw. And the sun that hit me. Because I mean, Botswana is not like Cameroon, they don't have a shuttle. So the plane stops and you have to move to where the first gate is. They don't have gates to where the door is. That's how the airport is structured, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like my first was like, what? Probably I expected more from Botswana. Or I expected more definitely because of how you know how you
presented
yeah
the website and
the
stuff.
website
Yeah.
and even how you Google about Botswana, you see how things. I don't. No one wants you about the sun. No one wants you about the cold.
Yeah.
So the sun was burning, and I had a whole hoodie on. I was so stressed. I was so uncomfortable. I mean, imagine you having this idea of a perfect place,
Yeah.
and then your imagination, and then the place is less than your imagination. How are you going to feel? Surprised, I guess. Shocked, devastated.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was why.
So now you have surprise that filled your thoughts, right?
Yes.
You have what other thoughts filled your mind?
That was all I could think about. Sorry.
Surprised.
Surprise.
But of course, we weren't surprised at New York.
No, I mean, no. Why would I be?
Okay.
We get what we see.
Okay, but
But
Botswana was
we didn't
surprising.
get. I didn't get what I saw.
Let's just say it was surprising in a much more positive way. Yeah.
No, you're trying to impose a positivity.
I'm a believer.
At that point, I mean, it's my first experience, my first impression. I mean, changed over time.
Yeah.
But at that point, it was not a positive impression.
So you felt Botswana was be the Botswana website and everything.
Exactly. That was what I thought I was going to see.
Well, that's how life is.
You never get what you really see.
That's what you really want.
Now, in this case, what you really see.
What you really see. So let's head over to the next mystery,
Okay.
and will be this.
Okay.
There is this paper. I don't know why you're not picking this paper. I mean, I feel like that's an interesting question.
We don't know that.
Who did these questions? I mean, how was the food at Botswana? Yeah, how was the food at Botswana? You traveled and tried food. So how was the food at Botswana?
Do you mean like the other countries I tried or the Botswana food itself?
And not part of Botswana. Botswana.
I said, well,
Yeah,
can I rate it on 10?
on 5.
1.5.
On 10.
4.
Why? Why that low?
I mean, Cameroon is a place where, I mean, we have variety.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
So imagine you going where there's no variety. I did not eat the same thing every single day. There's the rice, there's the spaghetti, that was the same trend every single day.
5 years.
In 5 years.
What's 365 by 5 guys? She had rice for that amount of time.
Exactly. So yes, in 5 years, that was basically what I had. And even when it comes to their traditional meals,
Yeah.
I still didn't get the variety there.
Okay.
Because I know a few they served on campus, but there's still no variety. That's the issue.
So what are some of those meals?
They have what they call sam, if I'm pronouncing it well. Sorry if I
Sam.
butchered it. It's called
Sam.
sam. So it's basically corn and beans. In some cases, it's just corn, but in a softer version of it.
Okay.
There's no oil in it, by the way.
Corn chaff without oil.
Yes, but then our corn is hard, right? The corn there is soft. It's more of like a should I say steamy solid kind of
Toothpaste.
consistency.
Like that kind of toothpaste.
You see the corn,
Vibe.
but you don't see the corn. It's like something like that.
Anyways, there is corn, there is beans, but there's no oil.
There's nothing in it. That's all. That's
So
all.
it's like you boil corn chaff and you eat.
Yes, like a boy can check and eat.
Guys, are you tasting that with me? I mean,
It's really nice. That was one meal I really enjoyed.
okay, it's corn chaff. I mean, everyone loves corn chaff.
Not everybody.
Everyone should love corn chaff.
Okay.
Yeah. So another meal.
They have what they call pap. But that's basically fufu corn, but in a different way. It's different, but it's the same thing. You get?
Okay, they cook it like fufu corn.
Yes.
Actually, remember one scene from The Gospel of the Crazy. There's this man who was cooking. I think it's that. You understand? Yeah. So what about their meat?
Botswana has a lot of meat. A lot of meat.
Why didn't you get meat instead of getting rice?
I mean, it's what they serve at the cafeteria unless you go out on your own.
Okay.
So once you buy food there, you're sure you're getting, but you get enough meat. It comes as a pack. So sometimes you feel like the meat is even more than the food you were given. Yeah, that's interesting.
I have a stupid thought right now. I feel like that meat, right? It's those monkeys jumping around campus.
Trust me, they're not the monkeys.
What meat is that?
Cow. They eat cow, they eat oxtail, they eat. No, we don't have antelopes. They eat. I don't need donkeys. They eat camels, I guess. So those kind of things. But in school, they strictly served cow meat.
Okay. Okay, they don't have fish.
It's rare to see fish, and fish is very expensive. The few times you get fish, you get it at a very high cost.
All right. So that's on campus, right? Okay, you traveled like to the game drives. What did you have at the game drives?
What I have?
Yeah.
In terms of what?
Food.
I mean, you can't eat at a game drive. Basically.
But you can be eating.
No, you can't be eating.
A hungry lion can eat you.
Definitely, a hungry lion can eat you.
Yeah. So I mean, like before going on a game drive, right? What do you get as? Do you get some snacks?
Not really. For me, no.
Okay.
For others, I'm not sure.
Okay,
They do give you snacks at the game drive.
Alright.
So basically, chips, but not plantain chips. Is how they call it. So it could be anything to them is chips, basically. So
anything. Dry and crispy.
Dry and chips, exactly. It's chips. It's them chips.
Okay. Your eating life in Botswana is just the way it is.
I have a very bad eating habit, by the way. So yeah.
So basically, you didn't adapt
to the food.
I want to put it that way.
No, I did not.
So my next question was supposed to be: did you quickly adapt to their eating habits?
No, I did not.
She's still to adapt to that, guys.
If I ever go there again, yes, I'll try. I'll try more.
Let's try more, like the pack.
The thing is, the fancy restaurants, right, will not serve you that. Botswana has this routine of they're going to give you French fries and fried chicken in every single restaurant you go to.
Oh,
it is not French fries and fried chicken. You're getting they call steak.
All right.
So it's just basically the same thing every single place you go. So yeah.
I'm curious now. You said you ate rice basically every day, right? And noodles.
While I was on campus.
Yeah, while on campus. Didn't you take gari and dried cabbage and dried everything?
We're not allowed to cook. So in my second year, I did take gari, but it was just for drinking purposes.
Why would I want to cook curry? Of course, to eat with egg.
But how you eat it? Okay, yeah. Get the point.
So, I really feel like the eating life is just subjective. I feel like if I was in Botswana, I'd eat anything, especially the monkeys, guys, from campus. I eat anything.
You're bent on that one.
Yeah.
You get arrested.
How about ways?
You find it disgusting that you guys eat monkeys in Cameroon? Just saying.
It's disgusting you have a monkey
on campus.
On campus, you understand? That can get into your room and destroy your stuff. That's what's disgusting. Me taking care of the monkey in my way is no longer disgusting.
I understand.
Yeah. So let's head over to our last mystery.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I'm going to clear this question somehow. So it's actually a mystery, you understand? Just how the amount of effort. Tell us about your first flight experience. No. This another mystery. No, we've already answered this mystery basically.
Yeah, we have.
So let's head over to our last
question.
Mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I keep doing paper?
Okay. It's all based on you.
Oh, okay.
So Odette, can you tell us more about engineering? Doing engineering as a lady. Understand? At times it sounds just the way it sounds.
It's actually, you're right though, because I've had experiences where someone is like, "What engineering are you? Okay, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
The question comes, engineering, and the person goes like, the facial expression tells you everything,
Yeah.
and you're like, "I know where this conversation is headed."
Yeah.
So the person says, "Okay, let me try for that. What kind of engineering are you doing?" Civil. Then the next thing, you want to be a builder, and I'm like,
And madam.
then the person goes like, "When did females start building?" And I'm like, "Hold up. We're no longer in that era where male dominant. I mean, you should encourage more females to do engineering. It's a lovely field."
It's a lovely field, guys. So head over Okay, guys. So at this point, I want to thank you guys for sticking to this point. I've said something over and over and over. So subscribe to our channel and if you want more of this content, right? Drop more in the comment section, and we'll bring you many more amazing open dream scholars like Odette to wow you with their experiences. So let's look at the next, the last mission.
Okay.
What do you like or dislike about the teaching style stroke curriculum at UB? Let's start with the teaching style.
What do I like?
Yeah, what do you
Okay.
like about it?
I feel like it would depend because I had different experiences from different lecturers. Why some lecturers went like right to the basic of like writing on the board, on the whiteboard, copying like every single thing stepwise.
Yeah.
I felt like that old manner of teaching delivered more than lecturers who did online lectures or projected in class. Because most lecturers who projected in class just tend to read out the slides back to the students.
Yeah.
So when it came to teaching style, basically it's a personal preference. I'd say I loved the traditional way of teaching, which is not, you don't get that from every single lecturer. So that's why I said it depends. So I'll tell you in some cases I'd like them, in some cases I wouldn't. Does that make sense?
Let's look at the majority, right? You had some number of courses. So on a scale of 1 to 10, right? Generally, averagely, what was that?
The teaching style?
Yeah.
8.
8.
8.
You know, it was good, right? I mean, it was top notch.
Yeah, it's good. But I feel like I don't have anything to compare with. So yeah, that's all I know. So it's good.
So basically, you liked the down to earth of some
Lecturers,
lecturers,
exactly.
and then you disliked maybe the projecting.
True.
Yeah, they just get to read out everything.
Yeah.
Then now let's look at the curriculum.
What did I like about it?
Yeah.
The fact that it gives students like it gives students more, I don't know what word, but students are allowed, it gives you more problem solving skills, let's put it that way.
Okay.
There are more team assignments, there's more of group work. It's like an independent kind of thing you get.
Okay.
You get to work independently, build that independent skill of yours.
Yeah.
While of course getting guidance from lecturers, but it's more of teamwork, it's more of problem solving, it's more of critical thinking. So I think I loved how the curriculum was structured.
Okay, so it was that practical approach for everything.
No, that's what I disliked about the curriculum. There was less practical work and more theory.
Okay.
So basically, I would say I'm one of those civil engineers who could tell you the theory of something, but I don't know how to apply that, which is not a bad thing. Which is not a bad thing, because the lecturers believe that you get to learn more as you go into the field. I mean, your internships, we got to see that in internships.
Yeah.
But I would have loved more if the internships was just a way to add to what I already knew, but not a way to teach me something new. But then at the end of the day, you need theory to apply practicals.
Of course.
Because with the theory I know now, I could tell you that I could apply that anywhere I go, right?
Yeah.
But imagine you getting the practical knowledge without getting the theory behind it.
It's not impossible.
It is, because I've seen universities that have done that.
How is it? What are you practicalizing? You don't know the theory.
Okay, the reason why I said that is during my attachment,
Yeah.
I met a couple of students from a different university.
Yeah.
We always had a conflict because they knew more of the practical part and we knew more of the theory part. I mean, you can't be doing practicals that backing up with theory. Especially when it comes to building.
Yeah.
You must do your theory. Your theory must stand still because you use, they call them Eurocodes to build.
Okay.
You see. So if I don't know what section of the Eurocode I'm using or what the Eurocode states or the general rules, then how am I building?
That's right. That's
You
right.
get my point?
Yeah.
So, I mean, theory is as important as practical work. So I believe if the curriculum could be more of like 50-50, it would be better. As of this point, I think it's still like maybe 80 theory and probably 20% practicals.
But you really feel like a 50-50 system would work? Like 50% theory and 50% practical. Shouldn't one outweigh the other just a little bit? Like
No.
Maybe the theory 55 and the other guy 45.
No. I feel like with the way engineering is structured, right?
Yeah.
Everything has a practical part of it.
Of course.
So basically, so you're telling me you want to learn a topic and not do a practical part to that topic.
Not overdo it.
When I mean 50-50, 50 in terms of like, if I'm taught something which has a practical part of it, let me do the practical part of it. Don't just be like, when you get to the industries, you'll be exposed.
That's right.
Expose me to them now, so when I get to the industries, I would not be embarrassed. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's making sense.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think we're done with our mysteries for today. Thank you very much for unveiling these mysteries to us. Let me use Game of Thrones language.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so now ODA 10 is coming up, guys, and we are looking forward to celebrating in that grand style. And we are looking at the batch of triumph, 10 years of triumph. So, Odette, having been a scholar, one of the very first scholars that can say that.
Yes.
What message do you have for everyone who wants to know about open dreams, and particularly those of the batch of triumph?
Okay. Let me first of all say something that I've been wanting to say. First of all, I'm really, really proud of how far Open Dreams has come. Because I mean, given that we just used to be at one small spot, still trying to get students to believe that Open Dreams is real, still trying to tell people Open Dreams is not a scam like what people would say. I mean, seeing Open Dreams get to a point where people fight to get spots at Open Dreams. There's just this, when you think back and compare to what Open Dreams is right now, you see this immense growth, and I mean, I can't be any less proud of Open Dreams, first of all. So to those trying to get to Open Dreams, I mean, what I'm going to say is keep trying, and you have to work hard. I mean, not everybody will get the spot, but you don't give up. You keep applying. You keep applying. I mean, it might be you someday, but even if you don't get a spot at Open Dreams is still always out there to help you, irrespective of the fact that you don't get a spot. I mean, we help people.
You can always be a member of the Open Dreams community, right?
Anytime.
Not necessarily the summer academy, but
a member. Yeah, exactly.
So,
and then to your Triumph batch of 2024, first of all, I'm proud that they made it this far. That's the very first thing. But I have just one thing to tell them, which has to be persistence. I mean, there's no guarantee that you get that scholarship the very first try. I mean, some people do, and that's great for them. But I feel like the more persistent you are, the more resilient you are, despite the fact that you get those many, many no's. I mean, you're going to get a yes someday. Like I always say, it just takes 1 year to make a change.
Just one, guys.
So persistence is what I'll tell them to be.
Alright. So Odette is becoming 10 years in a few days from now, and Odette is telling everyone to stay persistent and to be resilient in every endeavor. Of course, not only scholarship applications.
Just never give up in life.
Yeah, never give up. John Cena. Never give up. Okay, guys. So thank you guys very much for sticking to the end of this interview. You are our guests. This interview will be nothing without you guys. So thank you guys. I can't. What's becoming just the second episode, but
you can't express yourself right now.
I can't express myself.
Okay.
I'm becoming emotional right now. So so subscribe to Revo. Of course, if you have not subscribed, I really have an issue with you watching this video if you have not subscribed. So please subscribe to Revo and like this video, share to all your friends, and hopefully Botswana gets to open their scholarship and
more people can apply.
We'll update you guys. So thank you very much. Revo, evolve with us.
Bye, guys.